Grand Risings, Kings, Queens, Gods, and Goddesses. Don't scroll, just listen. So I was here asking Chat GPT about Lake Lanier. So I was asking what year it was, the lake was at full capacity, and it told me August 1st, 1958. So I'm gonna ask it some more questions about it. Give me 1 second. See, now I want to add up. August 1st, 1958. What celestial event happened during that time?
On August 1st, 1958, there was a conjunction of Ceres and Haumea.
What is Ceres and Haumea?
Ceres and Haumea are both dwarf planets in our solar system. Ceres is the largest object in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. It is the only dwarf planet in the inner solar system and was the first dwarf planet visited by a spacecraft, NASA's Dawn mission. Haumea is an oval-shaped dwarf planet located in the Kuiper belt beyond Neptune's orbit. It's known for its rapid rotation, which gives it its elongated shape, and is one of the few dwarf planets with rings.
Haumea, what does it symbolize?
Jaleo is a Spanish word with several meanings.
Hold up now. Haumea, what does it symbolize?
Haumea, as both a dwarf planet and a significant figure in Hawaiian mythology, carries rich symbolism. In Hawaiian mythology, Haumea symbolizes fertility and childbirth. This is her primary association. She is the goddess of fertility and childbirth, known for giving birth to many important deities, sometimes from various parts of her body. She is also credited with teaching women how to give birth naturally, saving them from dangerous procedures. The earth and nature. Haumea is often identified with Papa, the goddess of the earth, and is connected to the land, agriculture, and the sustenance of life. She is said to have created the Hawaiian Islands and all edible vegetation.
Okay, hold on, y'all.
Holds a variety of powerful symbolisms. As the Roman goddess Ceres, she symbolizes agriculture, grain, and harvest. This is her most prominent association. Ceres was the goddess of cultivated crops, particularly wheat and other cereals. She oversaw plowing, sowing, and the nurturing of seeds, ensuring the success of the harvest. This makes her a symbol of sustenance, abundance, and the foundation of civilization. Fertility and growth. Beyond just crops, Ceres embodies fertility in a broader sense, the fertility of the earth, but also human fertility and childbirth. She is associated with the generative power of nature and the cycle of life. Motherhood and nurturing.
So, as you see that these two deities and archetypes came in conjunction when that water was filled to capacity on August 1st, 1958. Okay? In that town of Oscarville, it was predominantly black, but what they don't tell you, it was predominantly black female. And they worshiped those deities. They had mounds, pyramids for those deities. And what did they do? They used feminine energy to capture those deities. They used the YT feminine energy of being graped to capture those entities and to use it for themselves. If you was to know that Forsyth County now is a predominantly YT county and they are rich. The lake, so they have those deities captured as well as the souls, a lot of souls of Oscarville. And the people that are dying that are dying on the lake, that's because they are sacrificing them to those deities so they can stay predominantly rich. But what they didn't realize is you only can keep a deity captive for so long. So those energies are being released from their captivity because they didn't expect us to go into New Earth for 50 more years. They thought that they had time. So as the matrix is crumbling and New Earth is emerging, the deities are being freed from the captives, as well as the natives of this land were captive. Their deities, archetypes, were captive as well. And it goes way deeper than racism. A lot of people think it has a lot to do with, racism. It goes way deeper than that. It's the capturing of your energy for the elite. They use pastors to do it as well. If you was to look at the church and the steeple that's on the top of the church, within a 5-mile radius, you will have a school, a funeral home, as well as a liquor store. In some of the big cathedrals, it'll be close to a hospital. Just think about it. In your neighborhood, in the black community, you have the church harvest energy. They get energy from that school, your children, which has that children vibrate at a very higher hertz than we do because of their innocence. And they're just being rebirthed into this universe, so they vibrate at a very high frequency than we do. They need that energy to be harvested, and they need for the children to be placed into a low vibration. So the high vibrational energy, they want low vibrational to feed the deities, because the deities are in low vibration because they are captive. They're in captivity. You remember something like I Dream of Genie that Genie was in? That's how they have the deities captured, and they captured them in that lake. So also the liquor store, that's a powerhouse of spirits in the liquor store. It gets its energy from that liquor store. Also the hospital, sickness, illness, death, powerhouse. We have morgues around in the neighborhood. They call them funeral homes. Powerhouse. So they cipher all of that energy to the deities that they have captive. And they use sacrifice. That's why we have the children that are missing. Also, let me tell y'all. Christmas. Christmas, you are practicing voodoo. Christmas is you put your house as a big altar. This is why we have Child SA in the Americas very, very hard, because the celebration of Christmas. You put an altar, you put up a tree, you decorate with lights, you even exchange gifts. And you exchange them to a person who was a pedophile. So we are worshiping that pedophile. And this is why the energy of children being essayed is so prominently in the world, because of our celebration of Christmas. And the celebration of Thanksgiving as well. It keeps the deities locked in. Something to think about. We're going to dive deeper into that hole, because I'm about to find out more things about those goddesses that dwelled in Oscarville. Asha.